Have you ever thought how much time you spend trying to be liked? Not to be honest, but to be agreeable. That's what I want to talk about today, the weight of being liked. I'm Belén Jimenez, and this is Good Girl Complex. Space for the girls that were taught to keep it all together, stay small, and call it love. Here, we unlearn the pressure to be perfect and learn to reconnect with our voice. If you are on the same journey, welcome. Today, we're going to talk about people pleasing. What is it? Why do we do it so often? Do we have to get rid of it? And yeah, so people pleasing is actually not all that bad. For some reason, I thought it was something I needed to get rid of fully. But I learned that people pleasing is actually something that we naturally do and need to do for survival. Babies learn to people please from a really young age because they want to belong to their families. We have always done it, even like thousands of years ago when we lived, in tribes. People used to people please out of fear because back then, if you were exiled from your tribe, you probably were just going to be killed. So all the people, all the passive people were so scared, so they learned to oppress their feelings and just people please. So there are two kinds of people pleasing. There is a good type, the one that we need for survival because we are made for connection. Therefore, we need to people please in a way. To people please actually just means that we care about one another, which is something beautiful. Imagine if we didn't care about anybody. The good kind of people pleasing comes out of love. You do something for someone because you care about them. If you people please out of fear, and if you do it to the extreme, you are actually doing something called self-abandonment, which is what I've done so many times. And I honestly didn't even know I was doing this until recently. Now that I'm in my 30s, this is when I learned. And honestly, if you feel like you are biggest people pleaser in the world and you feel bad about it, don't feel bad about it. The truth is that we women were basically raised to people please. Like society have always put this picture of the perfect woman, someone soft, kind, energetic, someone that will put herself last. You just imagine a superwoman. And to be honest, this is extremely toxic. It's unrealistic. And yeah, it's just so unrealistic. But if you feel this way, I just want to tell you that and if you're a girl, if you feel this way, that is very natural because we are told to be this way. And if you are an immigrant woman, oh my God, even more. Because when you are an immigrant, you pretty much live two different cultures. It's just like you live in the shadows. You're in between, trying to figure out who you are, trying to figure out your voice. Where do you belong? You go to your home country and you feel foreign. You come here and you also feel like you don't fully belong. So it's very, very hard. And I feel like no one really talks about this. And I feel like because we want to belong so bad, but we don't feel like we do, we don't feel the right to have a voice or to step into our voice. Yeah, this is the reason why I'm literally doing this podcast, because although I have so many insecurities, like my accent, who is going to watch this? Who is going to listen to this? I'm just tired of all these lies that I tell myself, like, I have to earn my place here. I have to. No, you deserve to have a place. Wherever you are, you deserve to excel. You deserve to speak up. You deserve to be whoever you want to be. And yeah, so I will encourage you to try to build the courage to find your voice because we need you. We really do. I'm tired of seeing the same things over and over, especially with culture now, with social media. Social media was engineered to make us chronic people pleasers. Imagine on social media, we basically post everything we do. And the truth is, we post that so other people could see it, to sort of belong to that community and to be part of like the cool kids crew. So it's just honestly boring and I'm just bored. Everyone wears the same outfit. Everyone's wearing the same makeup. They do the same hairstyle, same clothing. And honestly, I have a perfectly curated Instagram feed. I don't really post often, but I do. And from all my trips and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's just not that fun anymore. I'm craving something more raw. I'm craving something real. I really admire people that are so true to themselves. That's pretty freaking hot. So with social media, we honestly, or we're just like performing. And every time you perform or you people please out of fear, you kind of start to lose yourself. You start to literally lose yourself. And then you don't even know who you are. You have no personality. I have so many different experiences where I people please. For me, I'm vegetarian, for example, and I literally will tell people not to worry about me at all. I'm not even hungry just because I don't want to be seen as a burden or as too much, too picky. And then I just pretend that I've already ate so people won't worry about me. She's really sad. And yeah, I took it to the extreme, to the point like one time I went to Tulum with my husband. I ordered buffalo cauliflower. Oh my gosh. So we got the buffalo cauliflower. He ate it and thought it was the most amazing thing ever. So I tried it, and then something smelled fishy. It was shrimp, which I didn't know I was extremely allergic to till that day. I started breaking out in hives, and I literally didn't want to make a scene. So I just didn't want to say anything. I was just like, I'm just going to take medicine when I get to the hotel. I'm going to take a Benadryl. I didn't want to make a scene. I felt bad for the guy. And I literally was being extremely irresponsible. Like I should have said something, but I didn't want to make a scene. That's the thing with people pleasers. For some reason, I feel like I made it my life mission to be invisible everywhere I go. Like I don't like attention, all these different things, which I thought it was a good thing, but actually it's not. Why do you want to play like that? I just think it's beautiful when people like show up for themselves. And that's something I want to learn to do more often. That's the journey I'm on right now. There is this quote that I love from this philosopher, and he basically says that most people prefer dishonest peace instead of difficult conversations. And I think it's so true, very real. Most people just prefer not even saying what they feel or sweeping things under the rug just because they don't want to get vulnerable. Basically, people pleasing is the same thing as dishonest peace. And to be honest, when you are people pleasing out of fear, you're just being dishonest. That's the truth. You're being dishonest with yourself, and people can feel it. And you can see an honest person that's authentic also from miles. They stand out and it's beautiful. And that's the kind of people I like. I think honestly, dishonest peace is the reason why there are a lot of toxic family dynamics. There are a lot of toxic friendships, and the reason why a lot of relationship ends, because people rather be dishonest than having early difficult conversations. We're all meant to have these conversations. That is how we grow. And if someone is not willing to sit and talk to you, maybe they shouldn't be in your life. All of your friendships where people don't respect your boundaries or you don't respect someone's boundaries, they will eventually fade out because we're not made to have those kind of relationships. I think we should try to have these difficult conversations early on. And it's hard, it takes courage. Imagine me, like I'm 30 and I finally learned that I'm literally a chronic people pleaser. And I don't even know this is a term. This is just what I call it. The more you are rooted in your truth, the closer you're going to get to your voice. We all want the same thing. We want to feel seen, understood, and loved. This is the reason when we go to therapy, we feel amazing. Why? Because we go to therapy, the person listens to us with no judgment, and we feel seen. We're completely honest. They basically validate our feelings, and yeah, you feel amazing. Why? Because that person is making you feel seen and understood. That's what setting boundaries kind of make you feel. The more you do it, the stronger you will be. It's like a muscle that needs to be exercised. Like you have to learn to start making those choices little by little, like exercising the muscle. And the more you do it, the more confident you will be. Confidence doesn't come from performance, it actually comes from your truth. The more you tap into who you truly are, your morals, your values, the things that literally lit up your heart, the more you tap into that, the more confidence you are going to have. People will see it, will feel it, you will radiate that. It's all just tapping into who you are truly. And sometimes we don't even know who that is yet, which is fine. It took me a really long time. How do we know we're people pleasing? We basically say yes when we actually probably meant to say no. Maybe just ask yourself, which relationships in my life make me feel small? Which relationships in my life make me feel like I don't belong or I don't have a voice? So start thinking that way. And why? What would it feel like to stop performing and just be? That would feel so freeing. With this, don't be too hard on yourself. We all people please. We were taught to people please, and we just have to find a happy medium. We has to be balanced. Remember, you gotta pour onto yourself first before you can pour onto others. And that's it. And you'll feel so much better when you start doing that.